Hey guys, it's Brayden here. I'm doing a video today about my NaNoWriMo project. So it's my first time trying NaNoWriMo, and so far it's been going pretty good. Everybody says that it's really hard, which I imagine that it is. I'm so far keeping up with my goals. The website says you should do 1,667 words. I've been doing about 1,700 on average a day. I haven't been updating my profile, so you wouldn't know, but I'll get to that. Though I'm imagining going down the road as I get further and further down, I'll start to lose some steam. I'll be sharing a lot of it on my website. It's just that the first 3 chapters kind of suck, and that's really normal for me. So if you looked at my display picture, I kind of have the pants and the plotter thing going on, and that's because I'm kind of a bit of both. I kind of like to give myself little surprises as I write to see where everything's going to be going, though at the same time you do need to outline, see where stuff's going. So with plotting this time around, what I've tried to do is I actually set up every little chapter that I want. I kind of left what's within that fairly vague because I like to be a pantser where I just go along for the ride and I just let everything kind of fall into place. Plot outline allows me to at least make sure I know where my characters need to go. Now the reason my first 3 chapters are kind of crummy, and this is always the case, is because I don't really know what my character voices are yet. So, or even the tone, like how everybody makes jokes, or if they don't, is it serious, is it emotional? Sometimes it takes me a few chapters to get there. What I like to do is experiment, and so in the middle of a conversation I'll even flop around and change characters' history with each other. So sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're not. Maybe they used to date, maybe one of them has a hobby and then suddenly they don't. It just helps me explore in real time, and I find that it's pretty successful for me. I know it's not going to be for everyone, but it really helps me that I kind of just do it all as I go. I have the idea of what a character should be, but not until they're all together do I really know what I want them to be. So I'll finish the first draft, and I don't consider it complete until I go back to the first 2 chapters and I reorganize everything, because those are a jumbled mess. It's usually not that hard because I get an idea of who or what I want everything to be. So what I will do is I will just space down on a paragraph above, and I will just kind of read what's below, write all out again with the new facts, the new attitudes and hobbies, whatever I've developed for the characters, and even sometimes its events have changed. And I do that with every paragraph. The same thing as every first draft, where you're not worrying about being perfect, so I can get through pretty quick, and then it's going through and doing your normal traditional second draft and kind of fixing it all up. Right now the story I'm not super invested in. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I set up a weird experiment with it, and I'm just not ready for it, I guess. The project right now isn't at the greatest stage, but I think it'll get there. There's a few things I want to do with it that I don't think I'm going to be able to do until draft 2. I want to incorporate some poetry and stuff, which isn't really my native thing to do when it comes to writing. It's not natural for me, but it will help with the story, so I'm going to see if I can do it. If not, I'll try to fudge it a little bit. The character's only 14 years old, so if it's not good, maybe I can rely on that. So it's been a quick little video. I didn't expect it to be very long. Been pretty busy with renovations, working on distance between echoes with the final draft, fixing up some editing with my editor, and working on the final cover, and then as well as squeezing this in here and there. So I've been pretty busy, staying up really late than I should, but I'm gonna go in and get back to work. Thanks. Have fun, guys.